Okay, I am starting again. Let's see if this one will work. If not, I'm switching to my phone because evidently my iPad is not. Okay, all right, we're on. Evidently it takes 2 tries now and public. Oh, thank goodness. All of the comments that I usually put in here ahead of time, I will go back and do like I did last week. Evidently, this is my new thing now with this device. So I think I'm going to switch to my phone just in general. It seems to be a better device than this iPad, which is a brand new one, which shouldn't be doing this. Anyway, I did my usual, got it all set up, got all the description in, did everything I was supposed to, and of course I was all mic'd up, leaned across to grab something, and everything comes crashing down. So I set everything back up again, and what do I have? Special effects. I now have a hat with a mustache. I had big goggle eyes. I had all sorts of things going on. It was crazy. At any rate, I'm now back. I will go ahead. Hey, Rose, let me get you down. And Catherine. So at this rate, I will go ahead and get started and go back and post all of the comments and the introduction that I normally have there. I'll go back and do it again. Hey, Angie. I hope you're feeling better, Angie, and that your eye is well and happy and everything is going okay. Because it's been sending lots of love. Hey, Sandra. And Sandra, are you on from Gainesville and with Brittany? I'm hoping that you are. I'm hoping that you are because I've got you down. That'll be 4 cards, and I have a different deck today. I have a brand new deck that was introduced to me by my friend Kat Madrano, and I did not realize it, but it's the designer of the deck, the creator of the deck is the same one that created my Joie de Vivre deck that I use so much for the Connect with Joy readings. So yes, healing, not driving yet, but healing. And Sandra's with us from Gainesville with Brittany. Yes. So yes, you will be getting cards. So thank you so much. And Sandra, of course, the card that you will be receiving, you know that energy is shared with Brittany as well. So all is well with healing right now. So this is wonderful. So thank you again for your patience with my devices. Obviously, as we go back, the common factor in all of my issues seems to be this iPad. My laptop does not work well with Facebook Live, and because it's a little old. And my iPad seems to be very creative every single Sunday morning with something new. But I help it along, of course. So I think I'm switching to my phone. The only reason that I hadn't been using my phone is that it's so small compared to a larger screen that sometimes I don't really see the comments. But I think it's more important that it functions and that it does what I expect it to do. And I have to be honest, you know how much, those of you that know me, how much I rely and believe in intention. And I set the intention that all will go smoothly today. So it is now. So just a little eventful in the beginning. Now, we know that the sun is in Gemini now. And by the way, I have my blind closed next door, but I have to, my window. Because next door, in the tree next door, is a cardinal mama sitting on her nest. So I have like this wonderful view of this going on. So I had to share that because I'm so excited. And I had to tune down the natural lighting, the ambient lighting that comes from the window. So anyway, it's so exciting because I'm waiting for the babies. So the sun is in Gemini. It's about versatility. It's about seeing all sides of everything. It's about being able to be in the moment. And it's a perfect sign for Mercury Retrograde. This is about communication and connection. Now, I posted about Mercury Retrograde on Thursday, or Saturday rather, yes, yesterday, about all the negative things that we always hear about Mercury Retrograde. And it actually really sustained my belief of why I do tarot reading the way I do. It just confirmed it. I had a whole lot more comments based on the negative post of Mercury retrograde than if there would be positive ones. So now, today, I want to talk about the positive side of Mercury retrograde. It offers us that opportunity to redo everything, to revisit everything, to reconnect with everything. Whatever we need to do, we get to go back and dot the T's and cross the T's and dot the I's. Oh, hello. Sorry, my doorbell just rang. So I was slightly distracted from that, so please pardon me. So anyway, there were so many comments supporting the negative side of Mercury retrograde that it really is important for us to understand it's our opportunity to catch up. It's that opportunity to see things the way we want to get started. We're thinking about the adjustments, the routines that we're making, new routines that we're making of the old routines. Whatever that happens to be, it's about getting back to normal. Breathe that one in. Getting back to normal. Mars right now is in Cancer, so it's about bringing up that nostalgia and those memories. All those things that we were thinking about, family, oh wow, remember how, and how I think about it is, remember how we did it this way, and now we get to embrace it in a different way. It's so favorable to Neptune right now, that's in Pisces, its home sign. So it's about being supportive and protective. It's about those people that are there, that help, that give us those positive memories. And it's about protection and peace and love and calmness. So it's just in time for Memorial Day. That nostalgia, that bringing people together in our own way, in a different way. And we may be having some surprises this weekend. There's just some aspects that can bring up things that'll just surprise and delight you, not bad things. It's about surprise and delight. And this is all happening this weekend. But I wanted to give you a brief overview of June, because we have the solar eclipse June 10th in Gemini. And Venus enters Cancer and joins Mars. Now, Mars is already there, bringing those nostalgic memories. Venus comes in to Cancer, and it's about that love in June. So when these two come together, you have yin and yang. You have the masculine and the feminine. You have all of that energy coming together, and it's beautiful. That balance of love and caring with the energy that goes with it and the passion. So this is happening until June 11th, and this is happening June 11th, pardon me, because eventually Venus does leave Cancer along with Mars leaving Cancer. So Saturn is square Uranus on June 14th. This is number 2 of the Saturn square Uranus squares. And this is a powerful square. This is bearing down and this is clearing out. This is reestablishing the established order. This is like tearing it down to build it up again to something new. It's about that change. And we've been seeing it happen. This past year and a half has been all about that. And it is now going to finish off on December 24th with our last one. Jupiter goes retrograde in Pisces. If you have remembered from when I spoke before, I was talking about Jupiter is moving into Pisces, but only until July, when it is back in Aquarius. So it goes retrograde on June 20th to retrograde back into Aquarius to finish off the year in Aquarius until December 24th again. On June 22nd, Mercury goes direct. Venus will oppose Pluto at that time. That's a reassessing of emotions and feelings, digging deep with that. So Venus is in Cancer, Pluto is in Capricorn. On June 26th, Venus enters Leo and joins Mars. That went there on June 11th. Mars went into Leo on June 11th. Venus goes into Leo on June 26th. That really, when those two get together in Leo, that's going to really send some sparks flying. So This shakes up relationships, deepens relationships, just makes a whole different change. But it's an exciting month again. We have, again, the solar eclipse, new moon, June 10th in Gemini, right where Mercury is, retrograde. So much going on there. It is that change in communication. So we're getting all of the sources telling us, yes, this is what we're doing. By the way, I haven't seen, oh, and there's a Capricorn full moon June 24th. I forgot to mention that. So there's a lot going on. We'll talk more about it through the month. But I wanted to give you an overview before we do this specific. Okay, I'm going to do this very carefully because I see my cord for my mic is hung up here. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to start with Aries because I didn't see anyone posting any of the sun signs that you wanted to see. So if you are there and you want to see yours before I run through the whole 12 in order, please let me know, just like we usually do. That would be great. Okay, starting with Aries. And if this can be your sun sign or rising sign. So it's important to get your communications straight. Okay, Sag. Aries, you're going to be going over old ground. That means, again, Mercury's retrograde. You've got to revisit it. You've got to check it out. You've got to make sure that it's all going well. Make peace with whatever's going over this old ground, because some of it may be bringing up things that are not tied together, that are not finished, or that don't feel finished. You brought it to a certain place. You brought it to as far as it could go at that moment. Now is the time to get it together and to finish it. And you have that opportunity. Again, this is one of the chances with Mercury retrograde. Going over old ground and finishing it up, cleaning it up, clearing it up. Dust in the corners, swept away. You'll be doing at least some of these tasks from home, and that's good. If seeing a job, or seeking a job rather, if you're looking for a new job, go to the, reach for the stars, whether it's corporate, large organization, something you would not ordinarily do if you're looking for a job, or if you're seeking new clients. You're thinking, well, I'm not ready for this one. I'm not sure that I should go here and seek out and make establish relationships with this level. I'd really like to be dealing with the people that are at a higher level of business and corporation or clients, whatever it happens to be. Go for it. You have this. You can do this. If this is not something that you want to do, then go out on your own. You've got this. What this is saying for you, Aries, is that you have the power to make this happen and get into it and do it. You have the opportunity to be successful. This month, in June, family is where you're going to find most of your joy. It's just good to be able to see people, and that's going to be a common theme now, especially as summer approaches on the 21st. We have the sun moving into Cancer and on June 20th, and that is the beginning of summer. That's the summer solstice. So here we go. So when it comes to love, you're happiest at home. Single, maybe dress up something glamorous. If we haven't been dressing up much, I find myself even when I'm meeting with a client at home, that it's nice to dress up and not be in the usual things that I've been wearing. And so it feels good. It makes you feel more powerful, if you will, that you can conquer anything. So Aries, do it. You're a fire sign. You've got this. Okay, Sagittarius. Another fire sign. Let's get down to that. And Sagittarius. So the solar eclipse is in your sign, and this should be a good omen, and we just had that. So it can revitalize a relationship or bring a new one in. Someone more useful, someone more helpful in your sphere, whatever that happens to be, you are attracting at this point with that Sagittarius fire and magnetism, whatever you need, it's coming to you. The stars are smiling on your closest relationships right now. They feel good. It's about the love and what's in your heart. Iron out any misunderstandings in career. If there have been some, the communication goes like this, get the communication, get it clear. Make sure that both sides understand. I know that happened to me this week, just with the person that I go to for a personal service, mainly my hair. We had been using the same words, but not with the same understanding of what those words mean. And this week, we finally came to that place where, okay, this is what this means to me. And her interpretation of that was totally different. We got on the same page. That felt so good to feel like you're on the same page. So kids may need financial or emotional support. It doesn't mean that you're helping them sustain themselves. They just may need some kind of help right now. And they are supportive, and you may be supportive with a lot of home projects. Home seems to be a big deal right now, and that's okay because of Cancer, the sun moving into Cancer. So it's time to draw closer to that special person, whoever that happens to be. And this is the most important one. This is the one that really, even though I'm reading for Sagittarius, a fellow fire sign, this really rang true. Look to the future, not the past. Many times I'm catching myself now, and I'm finding I'm getting better at, instead of, say, using the contrast of a past experience, creating what I would like for the future. That's not how I'm seeing it now. Now I realize I don't need the past contrast to know what I want for the future. I just want to see the future and stay in that wonderful space of creation and what I really want, that higher vibe. It's a much higher vibe. So look to the future. Don't dwell on the past. That's what's really important. Okay, we have Libra next. You've been so patient, and it's about time to be rewarded, and it's happening. So doors are magically opening for you this month, and new vistas await. Whatever that happens to be, in whatever area of life that you want to make it, whether it's something relating to job, whether it's a personal project, whether it's a relationship, whatever it happens to be, whether it's the money that you've been waiting on that hasn't been coming, whatever that happens to be, it's happening now. Venus makes you popular and helps you find a glamorous job, or inject glamour in your current one, or attract the glamour into your life. The word is glamour. I like that one. This is now the second time that I've used it here. And so it's about coming out of that shell of the comfy clothes and the sweatpants and dressing up for the occasion. And it doesn't have to be an occasion. You make the occasion. Even if you're sitting at home, watching whatever, reading whatever with your coffee, tea, or glass of wine or whatever, dress up for the occasion. You deserve it. You're special. You're wonderful. Dress up for the occasion. Your connections from afar get a nice shake up this month, and you may have an offer to visit, or you may offer these people to visit. Either one. The visit is open and there. That's what's really important. Relationships remain challenging. That's on all levels. That's all levels of relationships. And if you're single, someone turns your head unexpectedly. Don't you love those little surprises? I like those too. Okay, Leo. You're first out of the gate after lockdown. I love that phrase. I saw that and I borrowed it because I just loved it. First out of the gate after lockdown, especially after watching the Kentucky Derby. First out of the gate. The solar eclipse revitalizes friendships and group activities, and of course we've that is just absolutely amazing. The solar eclipse is happening on June 10th. More opportunities to collaborate or build a team. More opportunities to collaborate or build a team. I love that. I'm really big on collaboration. My birth chart has a lot of Libra in it, so it's a lot about working with others and a lot of balance in there. So that's really good. June 3rd is family time, whether immediate or extended. So keep an open mind on what you're shedding, what you're releasing. And I've already been doing this. I now have another bag of clothing to give away. I've just been on this mission, and it's a mission that I am inspired to do. It's not like, oh my God, I got to clean out a closet. This has been, I'm just getting lighter and lighter with all of this. Intimate relationships, Leo, are tender now. All those close relationships. And especially if it's a loved one. If single, Mars travels into your sign on the 12th and Venus the 23rd. That just lights up you. You are more attractive, and attracting, you have this energy about you. It has nothing to do with you've changed your looks or how you dress in any way. This is about your energy. It's just electric. Odds are better for finding a relationship at that point. Or if you're already in a relationship, attracting those people for collaborative opportunities in career and personal, even if it's family. You're just powerful this month, Leo, so go with it. That is fantastic. Okay, Angie, I hope you were still on so you got to see this. Let's see, Taurus. All right, Jupiter continues his mission to put you in touch with the right people so that you don't have to go it alone. And that's amazing. Isn't it wonderful when we're in a space where there are certain needs that we have and the people just show up? I mean, that's where you are right now. You need people helping you to make, and you need people and people that are helping you to make money. So you're doing both. So all areas for you, Jupiter is affecting. So that works out powerfully. If you're seeking work, go for something that pays well. Old friends make a welcome reappearance in your world now. Those people that you care about, those people that you need to help you out with whatever, they're showing up for you. You're attracting all of this now. Mercury Retrograde may feel that if you're in a relationship, your lover's out of touch. You've been, connecting this way. You haven't really had that opportunity to get that. But it's okay. There's been a lot going on for both of you, and it's now time to reconnect. Mercury Retrograde is going to help you with that. And if you're single, it's like somebody pops up that you're least expecting, and there they are. Just out of the blue, someone shows up. And it doesn't have to be a permanent relationship. It just can be someone that you can just have fun with and have a great time with. So this is not the only sign that's happening this month with this. It's just that we just relax, enjoy our life, and it's amazing who shows up or what shows up in terms of that abundance of whatever it happens to be. Okay, Cancer. June is a time for rest and renewal. You simply can't be all things to all people, no matter how much you care about them. Again, you can't be all things to all people, no matter how much you care about them. It's time for you to focus on you and relax. Be gentle on yourself this month. Cultivate your spiritual practice and look after your physical body. When you're looking after your physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, all of those come into play and are more peaceful too. It all comes together. It's a happy time for family, so schedule outings or retreats. I mean, for all of us, this is a wonderful opportunity to get out there following all the rules that we need to follow of safety. The first half of the month is ideal to address matters of partnership. If you're in a relationship, sex or dating, whatever it happens to be, whatever comes around that, all of that. June 21st is the day after the day after the sun moves into Cancer, June 21st, the day before Mercury goes direct. Expand your horizons. You're in this vortex of creation. Expand your horizons. Don't settle. Expand your horizons. I could say it, don't settle, but I'd rather say expand your horizons and let you think about and dream about and vision it. Visualize what it is that you would like. Okay, I didn't see any others, so I'm going to go back. We did Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Your birthday month has an edge to it this year. That's because Jupiter remains in Pisces, continuing your run of good fortune. So Gemini, this is a good thing. In matters of career, oh, no, you did not miss Scorpio, Pam. I'm happy to do that for you. As soon as I finish Gemini, I'm so glad you're on, and I'm hoping that all the tests that you did went well. We were all praying for you. This continues your run of good fortune, where matters of career, image, or reputation, any of that come into play. All is well. You're doing well with it. You shine in your personal life too, Gemini. You're many faceted. You're the sign of the twins. Thanks to the sun in your sign and the solar eclipse in Gemini on the 10th. It's a time to reassess your personal goals and commit to something that stirs heart and mind. Commit to something that stirs heart and mind. That's where the magic happens. They both have to be connected, heart and I'm saying mind, but it's also your intuition. When those two are connected, everything works well. The magic happens. So Gemini, again, it exemplifies your sign being the twins. So it's about bringing those together to make that happen. So yes, yes, yes. Okay. Scorpio. For Miss Pam. You need to summon up some emotional courage, Scorpio. Scorpio, ruled by Pluto and Mars, you dig deep. You can go deep. You're not superficial. You can dig deep. The solar eclipse on the 10th highlights the toll that a toxic relationship or financial hardship is taking on you. So, whatever that is that's happening, you get to look at it clearly. Not with rose-colored glasses. You get to look at it clearly and decide that it's time to resolve it and do whatever it takes to resolve it. It can be a health issue. Okay, I've got this. This is not stopping me. I'm going to beat this. It can be a relationship. Do you choose to keep these people or person in your life when they don't support you and love you and lift you up? Instead, they're always bringing you down. Do you choose to do that? Is there a financial situation? You're owed money. Someone has not given it to you, whatever, or a service is supposed to be given to you, whatever that happens to be. Wherever you want to look at this, it can be relationships, money, love, whatever it happens to be. It's time in that relationship that you're having, whatever you're having the relationship with, even if it's an event or a health matter. It's time to address it head on. Not give in, not surrender to that event or that person or whatever it happens to be. The surrender is that you know you've got this, and you know that you have the higher realms on your side. So the first 3 weeks of June are a great time for you. You stay in this space. You stay in this. Luxuriate. I love that word, don't you? Luxuriate. Luxuriate. Treat yourself well. Be kind to yourself. You're the queen. Treat yourself like one. Even if you're the one doing it, do whatever it takes. Jupiter remains in your 5th house of all things joyous and fun. I call it the fun house. And creative. Whether you're single or attached, it doesn't matter. So relationships are particularly good now. But if there's anything toxic in your life, it's time to let it go. that's the last thing that you need in your life. And even if you're just doing it with your thoughts, if it's not that you could, something that you can physically let go, but you have to do it emotionally and with your thoughts, do it now. This is really important. And Scorpio, you can do this for sure. Okay. Let's see. So I haven't done Virgo. Lovely new beginnings at the top of your chart, coupled with your ruler, Mercury, going retrograde. This is a time for second chances. Nothing is done. Nothing is over. In your career, err on the side of doing the more progressive, ethical thing. Don't go to the side, well, I can get out the easy way here. This will sort of make me look good. I can just get off with hardly doing anything. Show yourself off. Show what you can do. Virgo, you have great attention to details and what happens, and this is something that you can do. Plan your family gathering now. Get those details in order, even if you must wait. Know where you want to go, know how you want to go. Plan it, feel it, see it. Despite Mercury retrograde, people are going to fall in love this month. Does not matter. They will get married, they'll have babies, they'll do whatever. But if you're single, the first date on June 3rd or the 11th are the two best dates for you, Virgo. Not the 24th, but if it is seeing a first date, those two dates are the best ones. They're just set up better for you and for who you are as a Virgo. So, all right, we've done Libra, we did Scorpio, we did Sagittarius, Capricorn. As work tends to be your middle name, this month will suit you. Capricorn rules the 10th house. That's that career sector of working and ambition. So the eclipse in Gemini can serve you in all kinds of ways. So the eclipse on the 10th has to do with all matters relating to your health and those close to you. So that's really important. All matters of health and those close to you. This is time for a new beginning. A new beginning, Capricorn. And you like new beginnings. You can visualize this. You can see it. It's a time to start a new chapter. This chapter is over. However you've been living life now, this chapter is over. Time to start a new chapter. But remain open to new ideas. Don't be stuck again. You can't start a new chapter if you're stuck in the previous one. So again, this is one about don't look to the past, see the future. It's time to create that. You want to please your partner, but they seem a little demanding right now. You know, everybody's finding their balance after all of this isolating in place. So breathe. Breathe. The 23rd, it's a time to make all things good, especially in that relationship. Aquarius, it's a time for some relief, Aquarius. The Sun, Mercury, and the solar eclipse are all in your 5th house. The fun house, Aquarius, the fun house. With this confidence, ask for what you want at work. You're shining. You're full of that power, that passion for who you are. Your charm and optimism could be contagious. Just that alone, that energy of that is amazing. This month is all, so first, the question is, are you being paid what you're worth? And we can all ask ourselves this question, whether we are at home, whether we are doing whatever we're doing for ourselves, are we being paid what we're worth? And I want all of you to think of that. What is your value? How you feel about that, whether you're Aquarius or any other sign, is the level of client people that you will attract into your life. If you do not view yourself with a higher value, you're not going to have the clients pay. Especially if you're in business. If you say, this is how much this will cost you, and they don't blink an eye and say fine and hand you a credit card or write a check or Venmo you, whatever, you know you're in the right place. It also is an opportunity to say, wow, that was easy. Maybe I should take a look at what I offer. Maybe it's time to increase my prices. Maybe it's time to expand the level of people that I have as friends. Maybe it's time to look in a different way and do something new. Whether it's the weather or the mood, be flirtatious right now. Be expectant that all of this is going to be good. And that can be with whether it's a partner, whether it's clients, whether it's family, whatever. If you're single, be surprised. And today offers some little opportunities to see that ahead of time. So who knows what that brings. Pisces, you're still on a roll, so don't give up anything just yet. Matters to do with your personal happiness are boosted now. Think about that. Matters to do with your personal happiness are boosted now. Whatever you're working on now is ready to show off. You've been giving it a lot of thought. You've been giving it a lot of time. Now it's time to show it off. Embrace it. Embrace that you are spectacular and you're the authority. You're the expert in whatever it is that you're showing off. Family's grabbing your attention now, and that's a good thing. So now it's there will be changes. There could be an event, whatever it happens to be with family. People are looking to gather with those that they have not seen in a long time. So whatever it happens to be, Venus is there brightening it up for you. Venus also is in your romantic sector, and that could bring some lovely people and lovely surprises for you and your partner if you are in a committed relationship. And if you're single, with all of the Gemini communication type influence, chat online, Zoom, phone, whatever, in terms of meeting someone before you actually meet in person. It's really important that you do that preliminary work without being in person beforehand. That's really counts. And I would suggest a platform where you can actually see the person, not just by phone. Do it with FaceTime, do it with Zoom, do it with whatever way it is necessary for you to see that person. That's what's really important now. So we have 4 cards for now. And I do want to say, I'm doing this very carefully. Okay, and I just got, so while I was on, my doorbell rang 3 times, which I didn't get up and go check. And my nephew, who I haven't seen in a long time, messaged me that he's going to be in Tallahassee, and I get to see him at the same time that I'm actually maybe watching a variety of dogs. Because, those of you that know me know that I do that too. So it is an interesting month with Mercury Retrograde in Gemini, and Gemini is my house of social organizations and contacts. So it's happening, folks. Trust me, it is happening. I also have Uranus in Gemini, so it's always a surprise. They're being Gemini and an air sign, and Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, which is the ruler of Gemini. I never know what can happen. I do know that what Uranus has done for me in the past, and by the way, I'm really shuffling these because I had to divide the deck up. I had a special reading yesterday with a client that was really interesting, and it was about relationships, and it used north, south, east, and west with the elements, north being pentacles, So and I had to divide up the deck into those suits, and it was about how to enhance your relationship. I also have another one that's about attracting relationships. So I think that's really cool. By the way, one of the specials for this next month in June, and it's already on my website, so if it's something that you're interested in, it's an hour reading, not the usual half-hour reading. And I did this on purpose because this one is about your questions. You give me your questions that are your burning questions that you really want answered. So this is your reading. It's not about anybody else. This is your reading. And by the way, I will post it because I lost it because, again, I started Facebook Live and it never went through. So I had to start a second time without the comments, but I will put it back in there when I finish here. What this was about is you give me a maximum of 10. It doesn't have to be 10. Questions that you want answered ahead of time. I go ahead and just check them for you to make sure that they're going to be worded so that the universe hears the full intention. That's the only thing that we're doing. It's recorded. it's done on, if it's done on Zoom, if we don't do it in person, if you don't happen to reside in Tallahassee. And of course, you get a picture of the spread and a picture of the card that stands out for you. And the additional time, because this does take longer, the additional time includes a consultation with me to then create a plan for the outcome of what you discovered in that reading. So it really is a big step in moving forward. And again, aligns with Mercury Retrograde and how we're seeing life right now, and especially with the eclipses. Okay, let me divide this up. I think I've got this shuffled now. So the real thing that I feel has been a focus is the relationship with you and your relationship with other people, whether it be the boundaries, learning about boundaries, whether it's, and one of the other ones that has been really popular is a reading for the imposter syndrome. After being at home and not feeling that you are who you think you are or who you portray yourself as, when you really are, but you're not feeling it. So this really eases that and highlights how to ease through that and see yourself as you truly are. But the other one was about relationships. So it's been an interesting, whatever the question is that you have, there's always a reading, because the reading is about your intention. So that's why it was important for me, and it was given to me, dropped in, that I'm supposed to be doing your reading, and that's what I call it, your reading. Okay, we have Rose, and this is, oh, okay. All right, Rose, I love this new deck of mine that Kat introduced me to. Let's see if I do it back here. I don't want to get too much light there. Okay, this is called the Tower. So this is a major arcana card. And this is about releasing. This is what it says right down here. Release and revelation. So there's going to be some new things, and especially with Mercury retrograde now, there's going to be some new things that you're going to become aware of. But for you to be open to the new things, you have to get rid of the old. You have to let go of some of those old beliefs, whether it pertains to you, whether it pertains to other people, whether, it doesn't matter. Your perception of you and where you want to go from now on is really important. And that's what this Tower is about. And it may very well have to do with the fact that you were on the radio show. I believe it was a radio show. I'm not sure if it's a podcast, radio, whatever. And you hadn't done that in a while. And you got to share on there and show off your power. And it's okay to say that, to show off your power. So that is really good. And especially now, you know, with all the things that you do. Okay, let me shuffle again. And Catherine. All right, here we go. And yes, Ruth, it's Glenn. I just got a text from him. Okay. All right, another major arcana card. This is, I'm so sorry about this light. Nope. Oh, that works. There we go. This is strength. Don't you just love that elephant? So it's about courage and endurance. So courage and endurance. That means don't give up. There's been ongoing projects that you've been kind of like, and even some of your cases that you're doing, and don't give up. It's all going to be fine. Don't give up. Okay. Angie. I'm not sure if Angie's still on. Okay, here we go. All right, all the major arcana cards are showing up. Interesting. As much as I shuffled, they were all separate, because the how to enhance your relationship reading, that Catherine, it was a simple response, but it says everything. Just know it's going to be okay. I know it can be, if there's any way to soothe the frustration, it's that it's going to be okay. It's going to be finished. And Mercury retrograde is going to enhance that, because now it's time to tie up those loose ends, dot the I's and cross the T's. So it is going to happen. Okay, so this is Angie. And again, another major arcana card. And this is about love. This is about choice and trust. So this relates fully. Don't you love these cards? I really love these cards. It's all animals, but they're sweet. They're not. Some of the animal cards are. I'm not called to use them, but I like the more whimsical sweetness about these. So this is about choice and trust. Whatever you have been questioning, whatever you have been doubting, don't. It's going to be okay. Know that all the love that you have in your heart, all the love that you, yes, Catherine, all the love that you have in your heart is enough. Is enough. And that's the focus. So that focus, that wonderful way that you are so loving and caring to others, that's what's important now. So that's the focus. Okay, Sandra. Wow. And here, another major arcana card. Interesting. Wow, I love this. Wow. I'm enjoying looking at these cards too. This is called the Shadow. So this is about self-empowerment and ambition. But the other word that comes to me through this is focus. So don't lose focus. Look, you're sitting on top of it all like the queen, because I'm in charge. I know this can happen. I know we can do this. I know it is perfect. Don't you just love that picture? Oh, wow. Okay, all right. And this one I have to share as well, especially Sandra's with Brittany, and that was for both of you. And that did apply to both of you, but then this next one says you're supposed to see it too. This is called the Five of Shells. And this is about hope and readjustment. So yes, making adjustments in life for what has happened. And hope has a little qualifying in it in terms of believing. It's not believing, it's not trusting. So I'd like you to move that definitely, instead of just hope that all is well, that know that all is well. And that's what this one is saying. So I really like that too. Thank you so much for today. Again, it's on my website, and I will put it in the comments. The special reading for next month is called Your Reading. It's an hour reading, not a half an hour reading. It's still half price. It includes your specific questions relative to universal intent. So that's what we have to, that's why you give them to me ahead of time. It's not a question that says, on Tuesday at 10 o'clock, am I going to meet my one and only? It's not those kind of questions. It has to be related to heart and mind and more broad term ones. So, you are most welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. So then, along with all the other stuff that you usually get with the template, with your questions, the picture, the recording, all of those that you usually get, you'll also get that extra time with me to develop the plan. It's one thing to get the answers. It's one thing to get the answers to your questions. But now what do I do with it? How do I move forward? And that's what's really important with these. Again, we have Tarot Flow. We alternate between Thursdays and Saturdays. So we have Tarot Flow on Saturday, June 12th at 10 a.m. So don't forget to sign up for that. And online tarot gallery reading, I have one spot left. One spot left on Thursday nights. And I can tell you, it is a dynamic group. Those of you that are on the Thursday nights, please make a comment about that, because it is an unbelievably dynamic group of such energy that you definitely will love being a part of it. So enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your holiday weekend. This is so terrific to have a Memorial Day. And it's like the prelude to summer. It gives us a little peek, or a big peek, at what summer's going to feel like when it actually happens, June 20th, when the sun moves into Cancer. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. I love you all. Have a wonderful time. Thank you, Ruth, because it's true. It was spectacular last time. And sometimes it can be a tad uncomfortable because it's truths that we need to hear to be comfortable and loving and caring. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Catherine, for your comments as well. I love you all. Have a wonderful Sunday. And remember, joy has your name on it. Bye now.